Hello. Good evening, everyone. This is Jay Wong here. Welcome back to another series of the Edu-Nation. So I hope that all of you have had a great dinner. So as I have, if you're currently from Malaysia, so currently right now is about 8:30 p.m. And those of you who are watching right now, please give a shout out. Let us know where you are watching from. I can see that Binod Khatri. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jesse. Let me see. Jesse Castellanos Cherbo. Good evening, everyone watching from Iloilo. Always nice to have people from Philippines, from Iloilo. And if you just join in, please do write down where you're currently watching from. We are being very interested to find out more about where you're coming from. Binod Khatri. Good evening from Nepal. Hello, Binod, and I'm sure that a lot of you will be tuning in from Nepal, coming in on this Edu-Nation. And by the way, this Edu-Nation is currently being lively broadcasted on 3 separate platforms. Number 1 is on our Malaysia Education Summit Facebook page, right? Secondly, it will be on the Edu Summit closed group. And finally, we are also live on YouTube Live as well. All right. So for those of you who are not aware of this, we're currently having a few announcements over here. First of it, as we mentioned earlier, is that we are currently live broadcasting from our Malaysia Education Summit Facebook page. So if you can have a like, share this video out, right? If you are able to share as watch party to your friends, that will be awesome, right? And secondly, we are also live broadcasted from our Education Summit YouTube channel as well, right? So those of you who are watching in right now, if you have any teachers, parents that might get any benefit from this program, please do share this out to any of your friends out there, all right? So let's see, Candy, nice to see you. And Ian, wow, Ian Brunier. Ian, welcome back. Ian was our teacher from the last Edu-Nation. So for today, let me cut it short for today, right? Because Edu-Nation is basically a platform to actually feature educators from around the world because we are very interested to find out the education lifestyle as well as the education condition of different nations, of different countries, right? And we hope that this platform, we are able to feature teachers from various nations, different countries, different backgrounds, right, to come on board and to actually share with us their current education condition as well as their very own education philosophy as well, right? So joining us for today will be a very interesting teacher. So let me just give some background on our speaker for today. So our speaker is actually currently originated from the country of Nepal. So he's based in Kathmandu. He's currently the assistant lecturer of the Hetauda campus from Tribhuvan University. So his name is teacher Bibas Thapa. So Bibas has been contacting us for the past few months, and he is currently a very, very passionate teacher, which is all about education and sharing his knowledge to all the teachers out there, right? So today he will be discussing with us on the topic, a very interesting topic, right? So for those of you who are into ESL skills, right? So he'll be sharing with us some of the web tools that he himself as a lecturer or as a teacher has been utilizing during the entire COVID period in utilizing various web tools in enhancing ESL skills. So he will be covering a lot about Quizard, Flippity, and many other different web tools. So it will be a very interesting showcase for today. So without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Bibas Thapa up on stage. Hello, Mr. Bibas.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
All right. So Bibas, currently, what time is it over there at Nepal?
It's 6:30 here in Nepal.
I see. So it's currently just before your dinner time.
Yeah, it's 6 p.m. Yeah.
All right, awesome. So Bibas, so for those of the teachers that are watching from different countries, right? So one of the main topics that a lot of teachers has been exchanging information on is on the current COVID situation in the school. right? So would you be able to give us some form of background on how the current condition that is happening over in Nepal, maybe just a current update on what's happening over there?
Yeah, thank you. It's due to the COVID-19, as everywhere the world is facing a problem, and even our country, Nepal, also could not be far from it. Regarding here in education sector, as other countries, we have been providing online classes as well as we have been providing, distributing the offline materials to our students as assignment, and we have broadcasted, the programs have been broadcasted through radio and television. So in this way, the education is being running here in Nepal.
Right. And currently, right now, how's the condition of the schools? Are the schools currently in lockdown mode? Are the schools resuming in the? How's the current education situation in
So
Nepal?
it's still, yeah, it's still the schools is locked down and students they are locked in their homes. So we could not see them.
I see. So most of the students are currently resuming their education via online.
Yeah, online if it's possible online. If not, then they are doing the assignments or they are listening from the radio and they are watching television. So these are the activities that they are being engaged.
Okay, so I guess a little bit context for those who are watching currently right now. Teacher Bibas, would you be able to share with us your current topic that you will be discussing today? Maybe let's start with your current university that you are lecturing in. So it's the Tribhuvan University, am I right?
It's it's a Hetauda campus.
Okay. And what kind of subjects are you currently teaching over
Yeah,
in the
I'm teaching English regarding methodology and have been teaching over there.
university? And I see that currently you have been doing a lot of different training programs and various different online education series for teachers across the country, right? So would
Yeah,
you be able to share
it's
with us about that?
more than 50 international session I have presented till now, and maybe this one is 51st international again session. So I have already presented 50 plus international session, and I've been also working as ambassador of different digital tools. So today I'll be sharing with a few tools.
And could we say that you're currently very passionate in terms of utilizing different form of web tools to enhance learning?
Yeah, thank you. My main focus is integrating ICT into ELT classroom during this pandemic situations and after this pandemic situations also to continue it because we have to be familiar with information communication technology, not theoretical one, practical one. So that here in my today's session, I'll share with all the educators who are watching us from different countries. I'll be sharing with how to integrate ICT into ELT classroom.
Right.
So that will be my practical parts today.
Right. So before we start, right, would you be able to give us some form of background as well as a summary of what the audiences or the teachers will be able to get from your sharing session today?
Okay, thank you. Here, before I start formally introducing the topic, I can't resist expressing sincere thanks to Edu Summit 2020 and the co-founder Jihan for providing me these opportunities. Similarly, it's really proud to be here in Malaysia Education Summit as we can see all the innovative educators, innovative members of Education Summit 2020 shares too. They have been doing a lot for the welfare of the educators as well as the students and even for parents. And they have benefited thousands of teachers and parents who are looking for feasible and proven alternatives to classroom learning. So here today I'll be adding some colors in your teaching that attracts you for further teaching learning process too. So here today I'll be sharing with you one web tool that is known as Quizard. So Quizard is uh, especially it's one of the web tools through which we can get the ideas of listening as well as pronunciation. We can improve it. Quizard is a collection of YouTube videos with gap fill quizzes and you can browse in several ways by level, by language focus, by category, and you can choose either English, US English, or UK English. So here, Tube Quizard is collection of YouTube videos. And another, I'll be, if the time remains, I'll be sharing with you regarding the Flippity. Today, all the educators have been providing online classes in different forms, whether it's in Google Classroom or whether it's in UBL, ubiquitous-based learning or learning management system or using Nearpod or different tools. So here, after my Quizard presentation, I'll be introducing with you all one tools that is known as Flippity. Flippity is especially used for assignment purpose. Quizard helps to develop our listening skill as well as the pronunciation one, and Flippity supports how far your English student have understood it. So on this right moment, after my completion of Quizard, I am sure that if all the educators concentrate and listen carefully, you will have your certificates of Quizard in your hands within my session. So that is not the certificate issued by Education Summit 2020. It's the certificate that when you will be perfect in Quizard, I will give you given some questions to you, and when you give that answers, you can get the certificate in your hand. So please have patience and watch till the end.
Okay. All right. So I guess you have been discussing a lot about Flippity, right? So for those of you who are watching right now, right, if you have any idea or you have utilized Flippity before, please type in one so that we know that you have actually used Flippity before. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Bibas, maybe let's start off with your sharing session for today, shall we?
Okay. Thank you. So shall I start?
Sure. Yes.
So is my screen visible?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Loud and clear.
Okay. Again, good evening from Nepal. So it's me, Bibas Thapa, session instructor here. So I'll be facilitating you on Quizard and Flippity. So let me introduce my field, that interesting field that I have been working on. And if the topic is Quizard and Flippity is not new for you, then let's see another topics that may interest in upcoming session too. So I'm working as ESL instructor and AEE teacher. I'm also Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert for 2019 and 20, and Microsoft Innovative Educator Trainer 2020 and 21. Recently, during this pandemic situations, I got these awards of Microsoft Innovative Educator Trainer. So, TESOL certified. I did TESOL too from Arizona State University. It's online course, and also working as a Skype master. So, regarding use of ICT in ELT classroom, I have been using Flipgrid and Edupozole, and I'm certified of it. Similarly, I'm CISA ambassador. This is also one tool, and Lesson Up is also one tool. Ambassador, Wakelet community leader also I'm working at present. So Nearpod ambassador, Vocabulary ambassador, and UBL cloud facilitator. As in the present moment, everywhere the internet access is not available. In that condition also, anywhere, anyone, anytime can use that platform that comes under ubiquitous best learnings. So I'm working as facilitator of it, and in my area, I'm working as ICT cell coordinator and 21st disease skills ambassador. So these are the sectors, these are the areas. I missed a few tools over here. So these are the areas of my interest, and I have been working and I have been facilitating, I have been providing session and international platform too. So without ado, let me go to my further one session here. If we teach today, as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow. So let's try to be innovative. Let's try to be 21st century educator by implementing 21st century web tools rather than giving the theoretical knowledge to our students. So what activities can we do? I'm sure that all the educators who have looking us through the Facebook Live, you have been utilizing or you have been connecting your students with the different forms. Here, I will be sharing with you the same one. Now, web tools. These are the web tools that, okay, in the chat box, if it's possible, would you mind writing some names of web tools that you have been used? Later on, as a feedback, I can get it and can support you to use the new one too. So learning. Today, rather than learning, sharing. I'll be sharing with you Chief Quizard. So now let me get some of your experiences. What can be the advantage and disadvantage, potential difficulties of using authentic videos in the classroom? Yeah, I'm sure that all the educators have been using YouTube in the classroom or the authentic videos in your teaching and learning processes. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages or the potential difficulties you faced when you use the authentic videos in your teaching and learning practices? So, sure, many students, let me share my own experience also, and hope that you write your experience of advantage and disadvantage of using authentic videos in the classroom. As per my experience, when our students hear the authentic videos, they could not get the meaning as the pronunciation due to the pronunciation problem, and many students they could not get the ideas because of intonation, stress, and so on. So these are the problems that we have been facing. And if we talk the advantage of it, really it has many advantages of using authentic videos. It brings outside world into the real classroom. At the present moment, we need that also. So to bring outside world into the classroom, the authentic videos is really fruitful. And the communication skills also enhanced when we show the authentic videos to our students. So these are the some of the experiences. Later on, again, we'll move to that point too. Now here, regarding to Quizard, let me focus from Richard Colesdale. So the disadvantage, Richard Caldwell, he innovated greenhouse garden jungle metaphor. So from these also we can easily guess the difficulties or the problems. Greenhouse garden jungle metaphor. What does it mean and how it's related with the pronunciation? What's the connection between this metaphor, greenhouse garden jungle metaphor, and pronunciation? So here is the few things that I would like to share with you all. The greenhouse style of speech. In this greenhouse, words have sound shapes which are treated as if they are isolated plants, each one separate in its own flower pot at a safe distance from any other plant or flower, no touching, no overlap. It means to say that the greenhouse style of speech, sometimes in rare cases only we use it or we speak. It takes time. This is the domain of the citation forms that we find in pronunciation keys. ELT is comfortable in the greenhouse. It's for the greenhouse. It's for the beginners. For instance, I am presenting luck. So they're isolated. I spoke in the isolated forms. That is known as the greenhouse. And the garden style. In garden style, mainly in garden style, the teaching and learning activities takes place. In the garden, words come in gentle contact with each other in an orderly way. They are like flowers and plants which have been carefully positioned in flower bed so that they are pleasing on the eye and sway beautifully in the breeze. This is the domain of the rules of connected speech. ELT is comfortable in the garden. For instance, in the greenhouse speech, I am presenting a session. So when I say this sentence, I speak in isolated form. That comes under greenhouse style of speech. And in the garden style of speech, I am presenting a session on tube Quizard. So this is the garden style of speech. Now the top most difficult here is the jungle style of speech. So jungle is dense and it's really difficult to find the ideas. In the jungle, words overlap with each in such messy way that it is difficult to know whether one word ends and another begins, or whether a word has occurred at all. So we have been facing these sorts of problems regarding the speaking or regarding the listening to due to the pronunciation. Anything can happen. Words may be so crossed that they sound like other words. And they may go so fast that even if they are reasonably clear, they may be too difficult to catch. Sometimes even the ESL or EFL learner, it's really difficult to catch the meaning. Later on, I will showing you the practical text too. This is the domain of normal everyday speech, messy and unruly, where the rules of connected speech are wholly inadequate. ELT is extremely uncomfortable in the jungle and actually prefer to avoid it altogether. But actually, most people ELT do not know of the jungle. So here the best one is the garden style of speech. And the foreigners or the native speaker, they speak in the jungle style of speech. When they deliver the jungle style of speech, it's really difficult for them to catch. So let's see the practical one. Now here, Tube Quizard. So there are so many problems as well as the advantages, merits, and demerits of YouTube videos or authentic videos. Now here I'll be sharing with you a Tube Quizard. What does the Tube Quizard means? It is a tool for creating interactive gap. So please keep in mind, interactive gap, fill quizzes for any subtitled YouTube video. And on the right time, if you want to go to the Tube Quizard, you are requested to log on tubequizard.com. TUBTube, QUIZARD.com. You can see over here, Tube Quizard. So let's unfold the journey of Tube Quizard now. So why do you think the importance of using Tube Quizard? Just let me not read all here. It helps to boost our listening skill. And it understands YouTube videos. It creates the quizzes for the video. When you do the quizzes, we get some ideas. We can know how far we are good in listening skills. We can get the scores. So for that purpose, the YouTube, especially the Tube Quizard, supports for our students in enhancing their listening skills. And from the Tube Quizard, one can learn grammar and vocabulary. So isn't this the good tool, web tools for our students during this COVID-19? Sure. So let's implement also. Now, please, all the educators, let me show you practically rather than the theoretical one here. All the educators, if we are watching lively, and you can also go to the www.tubequizard.com and go with me, or later on you can continue using Tube Quizard too. So let's begin here. Let's unfold the journey of using Tube Quizard in today's session. So, Tube Quizard. So please, is my screen visible? I hope so. So this is the first page of Tube Quizard. Is my screen visible? I hope my screen is visible. So
yes,
Tube Quizard. So this is the first page. Okay, thank you. It's the first page of Tube Quizard. So you can see here a quiz collection, train with your video, search in subtitles, about, subscribe. So Tube Quizard, British Council, Digital Innovation Finalist 2017 ELTONS Awards. So it's very effective for all the educators. So you can see so many videos over here. Like it helps to support or it develops the listening skill, boosts the confidence of our students. They can imitate, they can copy the pronunciation. So this is the best platform for all our students as well as for the teachers, the novice teachers or the experienced teachers too. So now here, on the basis of your level, you can select your A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. What's the level of your students? On the basis of it, you can click it. Type grammar for listeners, pronunciation for listeners, vocabulary in context, grammar in context, spelling. So among these type, you can choose one. On the basis of your level of students, their interest, you can choose it. Category. So business, educational, entertainment, film and animation, information technology. So you can see over here. So in which sector your students shows interest in listening, you can use that YouTube videos too. So variety here, you can see the two languages over here. Britain and American English. So now let me click one videos how to use these Quizard in teaching and learning. Our focus, our motto is that one. So this is the first page. I'm sure that you are not getting any problem till now here. No need to do sign up as well as login. There's not that such a provision here. So let's click on own healthy and healthy. There are so many videos over here. Grammar for listeners. Grammar for listeners. The perfect model could should. Past simple is over here. Modals, auxiliary verbs can be seen here. Comparative adjectives. Okay, let me click here on comparative adjectives. So let's go. Comparative adjectives. So when you click on comparative adjectives, all the respective educators you can see here for our students. So when you click here, you can choose any sentences that you prefer. You can make it short also. So later on, how to edit quizzes, I'll be sharing with you definitely. Have patience, I'll be sharing with you. But here, let's see once. Okay, a coffee is effective in boosting brain performance for those suffering from jet lag or shift work sleep disorder. However, never drink coffee on an empty stomach, since that we will do the direct opposite. Effects of caffeine change. Now, what's the correct pronunciation here? Let's click this sentence and let's hear. So, do you get the idea? As a greenhouse, I assure you regarding the metaphors. Uh, Metaphors. Similarly here, do you get the ideas? What's the pronunciation? It means let's hear. Let's hear again. So less to be. Is it less to be? Less to be. So in this way, you can give the answers and you can get your score also. So you can automatically calculate and you can sure score over there. So let's see, is it correct? Correct. Yeah, it's correct. So if you wants to go, if you wants to hear the pronunciation of all these, then please don't click in any sentences. You directly click on here. When you play the YouTube videos, all the sentences should read. And if you want to do the tasks also, in that condition, I would like to request all the educators to share to choose number 2. Okay, let's me click here. When I click here, the video automatically play. And let's hear the pronunciation. Reduce the risk of premature death. This is because coffee alters your immune system. And what's the pronunciation? Okay, automatically this stops. So making it stronger and healthier. That's the pronunciation that I get. Okay, let's be clear again.
Bibas, Bibas, are you there?
Yeah, please.
Bibas? Yes, I can't seem to hear the voice. Probably if you can speak on behalf of the video that you're playing, that would be good.
Okay, thank you. So now all the educators, due to the technical problem, you may not be able to hear the sounds. It's okay. I'm here to support you. So let me read here. So the main focus is here. Let's learn some ideas. Later on, you can also watch the videos and get the idea too. So, for instance, I was in the point that let hear the pronunciation. According to the scientists from several countries, coffee reduce the risk of premature death. This is because coffee alters your immune system. So, what's in 2 number and 3 number? Now, if we have to fill this exercise, we have to click here. When we click here, our video automatically plays. So you are not able to hear it. I'm extremely sorry for it. So it says that according to the video, according to scientists from several countries, coffee reduces the risk of premature death. This is because coffee alters your immune system. And it says that, okay, please. Making it making it stronger. Stronger. making it stronger. And if I write here, healthier instead of healthier, if I write here wrong word, okay, let me write here one word only, food. So let me check. Make it stronger. My pronunciation, my listening is good enough. So if I click here, no, the correct answer was healthier. So I can get the correct pronunciation whether my listening skill is good or not. So this tube Quizard, it supports our listening skill with the correct pronunciation. And later on, wait a moment, later on, if you want to see your score by doing all these activities, let's click here, calculate score. If you click on calculate score, you can see your score 1 out of 7. For that, you could save the link and revise the quiz later. So this is also the provision that is in Tube Quizard here. So you can calculate, automatically calculate. So we can know our listening skill level. Similarly, now if we have to give the students the task, so let's give these tasks to our students. For that, if you click on Control plus P, all the educators, you might be hearing me. If you click on Control plus P, then you can print it and you can give this task to your students. So it supports the listening skills of our students. I hope that you are getting me. So already I have written here the answers of two answers. So healthier, and another one was less to be. That's why it comes with answer. If you want to give this task to your students, so you can give the blank tags, and it really supports your students. They listen the audio, they listen the watch the videos, and they get some ideas generally regarding the pronunciation. They read also. It helps to they when they read, it helps in their reading skill. When they hear, it supports in their pronunciation as well as listening skill. In this way, when they write, it supports in their writing. And when they read, so Tube Quizard supports all the skills or boost all the skills of our learners and even the teachers also. If you are doing IELTS, TESOL, TOEFL, any sorts of course, why don't you practice Tube Quizard right this time? So for your here, any topics you can choose regarding the grammar, regarding the vocabulary, regarding here now I choose regarding the comparative forms of adjectives. So this is the way that we can use the Tube Quizard. So now if you have any questions also, you can put over there. So in this way we can use the Tube Quizard. So I hope that you are getting with me. Is it okay? So now, so any choose any videos. Again, let me repeat it. Let you be familiar with it. Okay, if you want to make our students to be familiar with past simple, click on the any videos. There are so many videos on the interest, on the level of your students. You're gonna click. So you can see here videos, and it's not possible to hear the sounds right now. So later on also, click on the video or click on one number. When you click on here, the speaker will read from that never really, and you can hear the word that you need to write in the box, and when you put that right word, if it's right, you will get the score. If it's wrong, so your pronunciation has to be improved, or the listening skill you have to practice a lot. In this way we can evaluate ourselves, we can also evaluate our students, and can teach them, can support them by playing. We can teach them grammar also. So in this way, we can use the Tube Quizard. And from 2017, it has won the Innovation Awards finalist also. So I'm sure that it's the good for all the educators. Now, if you want to edit the questions, here is also the provisions of editing questions. So the most interesting thing is that edit the quiz. So if you want to edit the quiz, sometime the videos or the quiz may be long or lengthy. In that conditions, our students may feel really boring, or if they have less time. So why don't we use the edit the quiz? Let's click on edit the quiz, and let's see here. Let's click on edit the quiz. When you click the edit and quiz, You can see here the same video. So on the basis of level of your student, on the basis of time, you can choose any topic that is available with subtitle YouTube videos. The videos should be subtitled. Now here, go to all best quizzes based on the videos or edit the quiz. So what do you want to do? If you want to make this quiz is long, little bit long for the students, if it's long. So if you want to make it short, so you can see here, here is also the provision of filter. You can also filter any video or in start. Let's start from 0 and let's end in only 1 minute. So if our video is of 1 minute, definitely the quizzes would also be short. So let's see here, search. Now all the respected educators, you can see here. So this is our only short videos. I'm sure that you are getting me. So a breakaway sect of Buddhist warriors monk affiliated by. So this is the video just that I edited, and only one question is over here. So if you give the right answer, your speaking or listening is good enough. If you give the wrong answer, it means that you have to listen again, because the speaker might have spoken the high intonation or the pronunciation. It may be difficult for us to catch it. So it directly supports our listening skills, or the reading also and writing also. So why don't we use this Tube Quizard? It's for all the level, whether we are students or the teachers. I have been using these web tools, Tube Quizards. So now, if you get here, if you click here, just a moment. Okay, he said that in video that never really happened, because it's happened. He said that really never happened. So I got this pronunciation. Okay, let me check my own pronunciation whether I'm right or wrong. 0 hours of 0, 4 hours. Okay, calculate score. Happened, yeah, well done. So it means that from here videos we can teach our students the that never really happened. So it means that it's used in past form. So if you are interested to use the any tense, grammatical parts, whether it's a noun, pronoun, parts of speech, or the tenses, or the vocabulary, or the pronunciation, it's the best platform for all of you to use the Tube Quizards. So now, I hope that I don't have to repeat again here. So this is the Tube grammar for listeners, pronunciation for listeners, vocabulary in context, grammar in context, spelling. You can create a quiz. So these are the features of using the Tube Quizards. Now let me be back here. Quiz collection, the beginning one. So when you go to the www.tubequizard.com, this is the first page that all the educators, you will see the first page of Tube Quizards. Here are so many things. What would you like to teach your students or wants to use? Narrative tenses or vocabulary in context, hypothetical conditions, questions, and just click any videos on the basis of your interest or the level of students. Click it, and if you think that that text is the bigger one, or if you feel that the text is lengthy, then go to edit. And when you go to edit your quizzes, you can automatically edit. You can reduce the time. And when you reduce the time, the text will also be minimized, and you can give your students to it. If you want to print it, Control plus P. That's really easy for you. I hope that you have been using also. So if you want to give in the written forms, just Control plus P. And if you want to search, here there are so many topics, right? Especially TED and so many motivational one. You can see here it supports our past simple, past continuous, used to, and so many exercises are over here. So if it's really difficult to find one, and what's the idea? How can we do that things? For that, you have to click on Control plus F. Okay, please let me click Control and F together. So I hope that you are getting me now. So if you want to select the any videos that suits your learner, in that condition, rather than scrolling down all these, you can directly click on Control F. So please, Control F. When you click on Control F, now to search, what you have to do to search, for instance, okay, let me search one topic here regarding globalization. Globalization, global. I want to teach my students regarding the globalization also. So two things that all the educators must be familiar. One thing is that it helps to it helps in reading also, because when I search globalization, my student can see the text of globalization also, and within that text they can improve their grammatical skills also. So isn't it the best one? Yes. So if I want to choose here globalization, globalization, and to choose it, you have to click CC, globalization. Yeah. If you want to click on globalizations, what you have to do is that globalizations and give comma here, globalization, give comma here, and CC. If you do these things, you can find the videos over here. So many videos are. Another one is, if we want to teach our students regarding the article, so why don't you click on article? So I'm sure that you can see your article. So article, all the article will be highlighted. So isn't this the good way to use the short keys? Yes. Okay, let me again repeat it. If you want to sort the videos on the basis of your grammatical items, then Control F at the same time. And if you want to teach here past tense, so all the past tense are highlighted over here. Grammar for listener, the past tense. So you can see here the past tense. So many ideas are over here. Past simple is over here. So if you want to teach here past tense, so please automatically past simple is over here, simple tense is over here. So many videos are over here. Click on this video, past simple, and again you will see the same videos. So when you see the same video, if you feel that it's lengthy, then you can edit the quiz. If it's okay, then you can click the video, you can play the video, and after listening, please be ready with pen and note down the words, and then you can write later on. You can check it also. Or if you want to give this in printed form, then Control and P. When you click on Control and P, you can get this idea, and when your students are with you, you can play the video, and without looking the video, our students can give the correct answer and we can evaluate them. So it really supports, by watching also they can get some idea the videos, or by directly by listening also they can get the ideas or the words or the tenses too, knowledge of tenses too. So it's for B1, B2, and C1 level. So in this way we can use the Quizard's video. Now let me be back here. So this was www.tubquizards. Now to source the video, you can click on Control plus F combination, and to print Control plus P combination. So this is the videos that till now I share with you now. Now all the educators, please, are you ready? I'm planning. I have prepared a questions for you regarding the quizzes, tube quizzes. If you have any queries, you can leave in the comment box too. So I would like to request my one educators, my colleagues, Binod Khatri, to put the link in the comment box. So please, I would like to see how far you can give the answers. Please, now let's see here. So thank you, everybody. I can MIT here also. Yeah, thank you. So I can see here all the educators. I'm reading their comment too. So please, I would like to request my colleagues to keep the link in the comment box too. Yeah, Vinod sir, please, I would like to request you to keep the link. Okay, please. All the educators, please, now it's your time to give the answers. So please, all the educators, you are requested to give the answers here. And you will have the certificate in your hands. So is it okay? Now please, let's see here. All the educators, you are requested to see the comment box. In comment box, there you will see one link that is www.flippity.net. So how far you have got the concept of Quizard here? When we teach our students regarding the Quizards, let them get some ideas. Let them get some certificates also on the spot. So when they get the certificate, they can get some ideas. That's why it's really support in our teaching and learning process too. So all the educators are requested to use that link. So now few minutes is provided to you. And if you have any queries, you can keep in the chat box too. There is no link. So please, in comment box, I can see here the link of Mr. Binod Khatri. Or let me put here in private chat the so I have just in private chat. Let me. So please, I would like to request Jeong to copy the link and share with our educators if it's possible.
Yeah, fine. What do you need? What do you need us to do?
Yeah, in comment box, please copy the link that I have sent to you and share.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing as what Binod has just sent.
Yeah, of course. Other educators, they could not see the link.
I think this is the link, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So if educators, one Facebook user, there's no link. If educators are getting problem, so Jeong, you can also open it, and if you get problem, I can change or I can do another one.
Sure. I guess the link over here, for those who are watching and will be watching later, you can get access to the link over here. So Bibas, could you let us know what does the link actually do? So they can click in and then what will happen?
Okay, please. I would like to hear from you. Why don't you do the practical? Yeah, please click the link and use your name. And I would like to request you also to share your how far or what activities you are doing in that link. At first, you click.
Yeah. I guess, Bibas, are we able to move along first for the moment? Because I guess a lot of them might not be able to participate live right now. So, yeah. All right.
Okay, please. But also, here, too much echo, can't hear the speaker. So please, only in a short form, let me share with you. Just use that link and share your experience. I will be just silent for a few minutes. It only takes not more than 2 minutes. Any problem?
Yeah, so for those watching over here, I just completed a quiz. It's basically a 3-question quiz whereby you just answer true and false and you will get an e-certificate. So I guess a lot of them are actually watching on the mobile, so they might not be able to get access towards it. So probably if you can try it later on, or if you want to try it right now, you can do it as well. It's just a three question quiz. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Bibas,
and
yeah, I
did you
just
get?
completed it. Yeah, I just have the certificate together with me right now.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, please now let me share. So, if you those educators who is watching us lively, please just check in the comment box. You will find the link, and then use that link, and you will have the e-certificate in your hand. So its echo is coming. So please, Wong, I would like to request you to mute.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
Bibas, I just wanted to find out. I was just testing it out the tube quiz, right? Can we select any of the videos from YouTube, or the videos are pre-selected by, or the quizzes has been
Okay.
selected?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I was planning, but I missed the lines. Here, regarding the videos, you can choose any videos, but that videos must be subtitled YouTube videos. If your
Yeah.
video is subtitled, you can choose any videos. If it's not subtitled, then you can choose it. So when selecting the videos, be sure that the video is or the video that you sourced in YouTube is subtitled one. So all the Facebook user from Nepal. So I
I
don't know
see.
what's the problem.
And also, Bibas, just wanted to find out, right? So I guess the main function for this tube quizlet is more on towards allowing students to listen and then to be able to type in the proper English sentence, right? It's basically to train the hearing of the students.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are absolutely correct. You got the point. So it supports in our listening skill. So that's why we it also through it we can do the assignment to our students. So when we teach grammatical items, it teaches us through the inductive way rather than deductive. It supports our students to be familiar with grammatical items in inductive way. So for that purpose. So shall I move further?
Yeah, sure,
Shall I
sure.
go further?
Please do. Yeah.
Okay. Now all the educators. Now
And
we
for those
are here.
over here, if you have any questions for Bibas Thapa, I guess the topic over here is mainly skewed on towards English language. So if you are a teacher that wants to enhance the education to make it fun and engaging for your students in learning English, if you have any questions for Bibas, please do comment on the comment down below, and hopefully we are able to get more information from Bibas over here. All right, so Bibas, let me bring up the screen over here.
Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, it's currently visible.
Okay.
I can see the exam.
So please, I have shown you how to use the two quizards, but be careful that your YouTube that you source the videos in YouTube, it must be subtitled one. And then on the basis of the grammatical structure, on the level of your students, whether if you are preparing TESOL, or TOEFL, or IELTS, if you're planning to do, you can utilize your lockdown period by learning, by improving your listening skills too. Now here, in the path of our learner, when our learners get some ideas regarding or when they do some tasks, automatically they expect the certificates. Here also, many of us are expecting certificate, e-certificate in the form of e-certificate because it boosts our even the confidence level, and it supports in our academic career too. So our students also expect the certificates after hearing or after doing the assignment rather than score. They want to get the certificate, e-certificate. So it's also easy. And after doing two quizards, giving tasks to our students, you can also use flippity.net. So here Flippity is also good for all the educators. As I have already shared with you that I'm working as ambassador of dozens of tools. though I'm working as like Nearpod, Quizizz, Kahoot, Wakelet, Sway, there are so many tools that I have been working. But as far my experience, our students they expect the certificate nowadays is certificate. So to provide the e-certificates by giving them, by engaging them in some tasks, Flippity is the best platform. Now, if you could not find the link over there, then please let me show you how the Flippity works. Please. So this is the flippity.net. You can see here, this is flippity.net. Or let me go to the one link over here. The link that is provided here in chat box. So if we, now you can see how the Flippity works at first, and then let's have some theoretical knowledge. So let's make question in Flippity. For Flippity, whether you are English teachers or other subject teachers, it doesn't matter. For Chip Quizards, it's mainly focused on English languages. And you may have the questions that, oh, why don't teach English? Or I teach social studies or math or another other subjects, health or other subjects. In that scenario, please, I would like to request you all to use the Flippity. So in Flippity, at first, let's see the questions. I have made one questions, and when we give the link to our students, the first page would appear in this way. Bibas Thapa's online quiz. Today's I have made some quiz. Okay, let me write here the name of our co-founder of Malaysia Education Summit, Joy Hong. Okay, let me write his name just. So look, in this way, this is for the practical purpose too. Tube Quizard is absolutely free. True or false? Yes. We are talking regarding the free of cost tools now. Tube Quizard is collection of YouTube videos with gap fill exercise. Quizzes, yeah, gap fill. It supports in listening skill. True. Just for the sampling purpose. You can make the questions standard on the level of your students. You can also create your own gap fill quizzes. Can you do? Yes, we can create our own gap fill quizzes too. True. And submit response. If our students, when our students do these things, you can get the certificate. So isn't this the easy way to provide the certificates to our students? As I have been sharing on different tools in different international webinars, Profops also provide certificates, and even if you are using the Google Forms also provides the certificates, and so many tools provide the certificate. But among them, the Flippity is the best one. Look, automatically when they give the correct answer, if their answers are correct, we don't have to do anything. Just make them questions, assign them some questions, the topic that you teach, whether it's Tube Quizard or it's other subject matter, it doesn't matter. So all the educators who are teaching English subjects or who are teaching their local languages or other subjects, for them, for every teachers, for every learners, the Flippity is the best one. So after teaching online courses to your students, you can provide them assignments, and you can know the level of your student also. When they get the certificate, e-certificate, as soon as they give the answers, when they see the e-certificate in their desktop, it really encourages them to do the activities, do the assignment that is given to them by you. So let's motivate them. So how to set the questions here in PPT? That is my another parts for today's. So they can print it, they can upload in their Facebook page. So in this way, they can get the certificate too. Now my another parts is PPT. So what does the here PPT mean? Flippity is a website that provides teachers with 20 plus activities for both teachers and students. So how many sites? 20 plus sites, activities. It's really easy to design or for assignment to use for our students. Flippity. It's also in free of cost. Here, whatever the tools I have been using, I have been sharing, all are in free of cost. So what is Flippity Net? Flippity easily turns any Google spreadsheet into flashcards, a badge creator, a spelling quiz, a memory game, a word search, and more. Teachers can use Flippity for a variety of purposes, like to present to the class, to assist individual students, or to have students make their own creations. At the present moment, all are talking regarding the online classes, but only few educators, scholars, they talk regarding the assignment that can be done through online. So for assignment also, you can use the Flippity Net. Now practicals, we did it, yeah? So please let me go to the practical parts here. How to set the question. So there are so many exercises over here. Easily on Google. So on the basis of your level of students, you can use. And now, let me, demo is over here. Instruction is over here. How to use the Flipgrid in every tools, you can see the instruction. You can see the instruction here. If you read the instruction, follow it, you can get the certificates, as I have given the link in the comment box. So let me show you one demo how to make the questions. Let's click on template. At first visit Flippity and then click on template, make a copy, because here already some question sample would be here. We have to make a copy. Don't forget to make a copy of the Flippity. Okay, this is the question that is already here given in the text. And if you feel that this is the question not for our learners, so let's delete all those questions. The question is not the question. So you can delete cells, or you can cut all the questions also. Sorry, you can delete all the questions over here. The questions that is given here. So you can delete, or also you can cut the questions. You can cut. There are 4 options given over here. Okay, let me at first cut few questions. And for instance, now right this time, I want to make do practical by giving 2 questions for all the educators. And these are the questions that I don't need. If I don't need, you can make 1,000 questions over here. So now, all the educators, you can see here. So this is the question. Instead of this question, so let me write one question. Malaysia Edu Summit provides session in free of cost. Okay. Okay, let's write here now. Yes. I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay. So the answer yes is because the asterisk, in asterisk we must give the correct answers. I hope that you are getting why I did not write here S at the beginning, because in asterisk we must give the correct answer. So this is the one question that I made here for our practice purpose. Now only one question. Let's not waste our time. So only one question I make here. So this is my question, and the question is ready. For instance, our question is ready. Only one question. Malaysia Education Summit provides session in free of cost. No, yes, I'm not sure. May the correct answer is A, because automatically to provide e-certificate, we should click the right answer. In Prof-Ops, in Nearpod, we have to tick the right answer, but here automatically in asterisk, the right answer, we have to give the right answer in asterisk. And let's click on options. If you click on options, what's the quiz name? Now quiz name as already Malay here, edu, Is this our questions? Yes, this is our question. Now, our question is, our quiz name is also ready. And don't forget, many educators, they forget to publish to the web. If you don't publish to the web, you won't get the certificate. So click on publish to the web. When you go to the publish to the web, then click on OK. So this is the link, all the educators. This is the link that you can see here. And click on get to the link. So if you click the link here, this is the link, copy link. If you click the link, then provide to your students, or click the link and provide to your students. They can do the exercise, any questions, and they can get the e-certificates as earlier. This certificate was given to Johan by giving the correct answers. So in this way, we can use Flippity.net. So regarding here Flippity, here it has so many 20 plus activities. So please use those tools that is interesting. All the tools are interesting, and you can provide these sorts of platforms to your students. Every tools activities has the instruction, demo, and template. You can use it. So in this way, you can use the Flippity tools too. Now, if you have any questions, please, you can keep in the chat box too. We're at the end of, because for 1 hour, YouTube Quizard, it takes one session, and Flippity, that's why I just introduced 2 web tools. One is the Tube Quizard. If you are not English, then why to make you sad? In those conditions, you can use the Flippity, whatever the subject you are teaching. So please, if you have any questions and queries, you can keep in the chat box too, or the comment box. Yeah. Can certificate be okay? Please, here I can give that. Ian, Brunia, or now educators, they can't get the certificates. We can fix, if they give this answer 70%, then they can get the certificates. If they give the answers 80%, we can do that things. We can edit it. But here, if they give the wrong answers, sorry, they don't get the certificates. So I can't see here any questions over here. Shubha Vastola, thank you. She's from Nepal. I can see here few educators. So please, if you don't have questions, and all of you, thanks for your attention.
Right. Bibas, I guess a question from my side, right? We talk about Tube Quizard and Flippity as well. How old of a students do you actually use it in your case? And for teachers out there, how old of a students are that they are suitable to use both of this platform that you have just presented?
Okay, if we talk regarding the advanced level of learner, my university students as well as the IELTS preparation, those students who are doing the IELTS preparation, they are using it. And in the case of our student, if for instance, if grade 7 students are learning auxiliary verbs, EJMR was 24 auxiliary verbs. In that case, also they can listen. Echo is coming. They can listen the particular auxiliary verb and they can count. For instance, when we play one Tube Quizard video, how many times is used in that video? So they can listen. Only they can give focus to that is.
Right.
So in that way, for the beginner level, as I have already informed that, on the basis of the interest of learner and level of learner, we can use the Tube Quizard.
Okay, and for this case, right, if I have students that are coming from primary school, probably 7 years old and below, would you recommend a platform like this for younger students?
So here, I would like to recommend my respected educators. Thank you for the questions which I was asking these questions. So in that conditions, here as per my experience on the level, please use vocabulary.com. It's the best for a primary level students rather than GP. So I'm also working as a vocabulary ambassador. It's specific for the primary level students as well as kindergarten level also.
Okay. And in a way, I guess, Bibas, I was actually looking through some rap music, right? If I'm looking through some Eminem rap songs, am I able to create a quiz out of that those songs? Or maybe if I have students...
Please. Okay, yeah. Can I show one demo if there is time? So those educators, okay, let's do practical.
So I guess a lot of students might be more interested towards pop culture, music, entertainment, right? So, I see
in that conditions, please. Okay, I disturb you here. In that condition, whether you are planning to share the rap songs or the rhymes, please use vocabulary.com. I'm ambassador of it. It's the best platform for you. Whether it's rhyme, whether it's music, it doesn't matter. www.vocabulary.com is the best platform.
Sorry, www.vocabulary.com, am I right?
Yeah, or it's already 7:30 here. So if I have more time, then I will start practically. If not, then in upcoming time, just please note down. If you get any problem using vocabulary, you can mail me. I will provide you my mailing address. You can mail me. I'm ready to support you.
Right. And I guess, Bibas, it's not only applicable to English language, right? Say, for example, if I'm a teacher that teaches geography, I can use the video and I can pick a video that talks about, for example, Nepal, right? And if they have a subtitle there, and I can create a quiz for the students to be able to fill in the blanks from that manner.
One more interesting thing is that if the educators, I was talking regarding, if the educators are teaching their local languages, right? And if that's not on YouTube, why don't you create your own YouTube videos? You can create your own YouTube videos on the basis of your topic, and you can subtitle it, and you can create the quizzes also. And your students will be excited when they see the teacher's face in YouTube.
Right. And question as well, Bibas. I guess from the Education Summit, we have close to about 40 different videos that is available on YouTube. It's just that I do not have the subtitle of it. However, YouTube does create the subtitle automatically by himself. Does that, can I actually use that video for
sometimes here regarding the platforms like TED, right? TED. Talking is Delhi. If you see that TED and other standard one advanced level, they get the subtitle videos automatically, which are generated in English, and other videos it's really difficult to find it. So that's why what's happened. The way that we speak helps in the transcription also. So the video must be standard, and the way that we pronounce the word, that should be the specific.
Right. And also, Bibas, I just want to find out, right, would you be able to share with us how was the format on how you actually utilize it? Because in a way, when the students listen to it, they are mainly recalling back and giving the answer using typing method, right? But does, like, for example, Tube Quizard actually help in their enunciation, in their pronunciation, or in their conversation in English?
Yeah, so here, thank you for the questions. Let me show you here. Is it visible? Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, Bibas, I guess the line is a bit unstable over there. So hopefully those who can't really understand the speaker's enunciation, I'll try to retranslate it out over here. All right. So, yeah.
Okay, so your questions are here. For instance, if the educators, as you raised the one good questions, if the teachers or educator is teaching geography, they can see the videos here in geography too. So Tube Quizard support. Regarding here, if we want to teach our student regarding the past simple, just click on the video any videos. There are so many videos. You can choose any videos over there. And if the text is good enough for you, so as seen here, typing over here, or click to play. If you click to play, okay, now it automatically starts. When it reads one sentence, you can see here, if we click here, it highlights all the sentence. It's conversation. Well, in conversation, all the sentence will be read. And if you click here, you can see the video. So he said something, and what was it? That never really happened. He said, HAPPN meeting.
Right.
So well done. If it's wrong, and again, you are encouraged, or you are requested to listen. In this way, you can.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Those of you who if you have any questions for Mr. Biba, please do comment down below as well. I think this is something very interesting whereby teachers used to tell us that it's very hard for them to create content. And so right now with, I guess with Quizard, you can basically grab any contents from YouTube and use it as your own education content as well in school, right?
And another interesting part, if you want to provide e-certificate by using Quizard or any other form, please, I request you to use Flippity.
Right.
So Flippity provides the e-certificate, and J1, I have shown the certificates of J1. You can see here. It's really encouraging.
Is e-certificate really a motivating factor for students as compared to?
Yeah, in the present moment, what's happened when they do some assignment, and if it's late for them to grade at the present moment, the teachers, if they are far from the students, in that conditions, how the students can know their results? They wait for the teachers. So we should not make them to wait due to our cause. Automatically, when they get some awards, as certificate is not everything, it's not valid academic, but it promotes them, it rewards them. So we have to motivate. It's a factor of motivation.
Right. So for teachers out there, if you feel that e-certificate works for your students, please do have a checkout on Flippity as well. So yeah, I was just curious for those who are watching right now, if any of you have been using Flippity and also Tube Quizzer, please do comment down below as well so that we can know about that. Yeah. All right, and I guess Bibas, from that part, you use Tube Quizard and also Flippity in conjunction, so it's more of like a complement between the two softwares.
Here, for Tube Quizard, especially as my experience, I use for my IELTS students who are doing IELTS. I use that Tube Quizard for them, as well as for university level and for secondary level. I use them, and for Flippity, it's for all the educators. When I provide a session, national or international session, during that time, whatever the topics I share, I make the questions, give the link, and they can get the certificate. So these are the two different parts. You can compile also, or you can use different.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I guess that's mainly. So any final conclusion from Bibas with regards to the two platforms that you have just shared with everyone over here?
So lastly, all the educators who are watching the program, I hope that you get some ideas, and you can also see in the YouTube, if you get a problem, you can directly mail me. At last, I'll provide you the mailing address, or you can connect to Education Summit 2020 2020 for any further queries. And if you want to use other sorts of tools which provide certificates, or which is used for learning management system, there are so many tools. But decide one without doing delay. Choose the best tools that match to your students on the level of their interest, as well as regarding the infrastructure too. So Profops. There is also another Profops that provides certificates in free of cost. There's also another tools like Bouncy. You can present in PowerPoint slides. So many tools are there. Choose one, but without doing delay, please implement in teaching and learning activities. let's bring some change. And then only this would be the greatest achievement of joining Education Summit 2020.
All right. So thank you so much, Bibas, for the kind words from there. I guess we have some questions over here from. Let me just bring up one or two more questions from here from Ian. Ian Orenio, can we add e-signature for a certificate in Flippity? So I guess in a way, can we actually customize the certificate design in a way?
Yeah, we can insert the frame. There is also another one. But we can use the framework.
Right. So I guess from
for frame, the teacher has to work over here, and whenever the student do, they can get it.
Right. And from
lastly here I saw one questions over the teacher who has mentioned the questions, especially if you are primary level teachers in that conditions, what's happened when our friends give the certificate? It does not encourage them because they don't understand the primary level is kids. In that conditions, their parents, it supports their parents that yeah, my son or daughter is doing this sort of activities. And for them, please don't use 50 if the level is not advanced or the basic ones. Use the vocabulary tool.
Okay, and I guess for e-certificate for those, okay, I'm seeing over here that there's a question that kindergarten students might not really appreciate the e-certificate. So it's really up to the educators' creativity. So we heard from Jahong from the Education Summit, whereby you can actually use certificates sort of like a badge, right? If you collect 10 certificates, so you get 10 points in a way. So you can make it relevant for them in a way. So I guess it's very into the creativity of the educators themselves, right? So since
for them, I read the questions over there. So I would like to request educator team to vocabulary as an ambassador of it. It's really best for the primary level students.
All right. Okay, so there we go. So thank you so much once again, Bibas Thapa, all the way from Nepal. I guess you have a few friends over here. Shova Bastola from Nepal as well. It's great that educators from Nepal are coming on board to the Education Summit as well. So it's always a very nice feeling getting acquainted with passionate educators, and including Binod Khatri as well. Thank you so much for the help out as well from Binod as well. On the
please, I can see here one comment. Hanang Sundran, interesting platform. Have never heard of them prior to this? Hope to try them out. So if you have used, you can raise the question. If it's your first time, you are still in puzzle what to ask, and you may not get the ideas. So please use the video, and if you get, I'm ready to support you.
Right. And hopefully after this sharing session, more of the teachers might be able to test the Tube Quizard out. I guess it's a very interesting platform, even for me myself as well. All right. So I guess we got to cut short on the session for today. So Bibas, thank you so much again for coming on board onto the Edu-Nation to share about your experiences as an educator, and as well as some interesting web tools that practical web tools that can be used by educators out there. Thank you so much, Bibas.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and thank you everybody for your time as well, questions.
All right, so Bibas, we would have to reluctantly wave goodbye to you, and also to all the teachers and educators in Nepal.
Okay, please.
Right, and I hope that everything goes back to normal as soon as possible, and we wish all the best to teachers and students and parents over in Nepal as well. All the best, and hope everything goes well.
Yeah, thank you. Wish the same.
All right, so that was Bibas Thapa, and I hope that that was a very interesting sharing session, whereby teachers are actually sharing their very own favorite tools and web tools that they could actually use, and you as well, as a teacher, you could actually utilize in your classroom. As Hana Sundram has mentioned just now that, oh, this is a very interesting very interesting platform that teachers out there can actually utilize as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching the session for today. So as you can see over here, we are currently doing some experimentation to really get feedbacks from you. If you love to hear more about different platforms that educators out there has been using, including like, for example, Quizard, right? So there's sort of like a new thing for you, and you hope that we can do more of this type of sessions for you out there. Please do comment down below as well. So hopefully we are still fine-tuning it. Hopefully we are able to bring the best, some of the best content out there to aid or to help out educators out there, right? Okay, so with that, I guess we have come to the end of the Edu-Nation session for today. It's great that people from Nepal are joining in all the way over at the west side of the continent over there, right? So for those of you who are watching over here, please do remember that we will actually be running a weekly session as well. Just a little bit of background, that Education Summit will be happening every Saturday. So please do stay tuned on the Edu Summit closed group, as well as our main Facebook page over here. So we will be having more and more educational content for teachers and parents out there. And hopefully you will be able to benefit more from this platform over here. All right, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us. If you have any feedbacks as well, to email it over to hello.edusummit@gmail.com. And if you are a teacher that you have very interesting and important information, as well as a very important tools that you feel that may add value to any teachers out there, please do email to us. Hopefully we will be able to feature you on our Education Summit platform as well. All right, so with that, I would like to wish all of you out there a great evening, good night to all of you for some places, some countries over there. And I hope that this session has brought some value to you, and much more flexibility in terms of how you could run your online classes in a much more interesting and fun manner. All right, so this is Jay here, signing off, and I will see you coming soon, this coming Saturday, where we will have our next speaker for the Edu Chat series, right? So we will be announcing it in our portal. So stay tuned on this channel over here. So with that, take care. And I wish all of you a very good night. And I'll see you on our next session. Take care, everyone.